Hello Cobrats, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. I'm TryclydeTamer. We're not really going to be doing too much in this episode other than our next dungeon, which is the Swamp Palace, a little bit down this way. I want to go over, because the way we are going is a very way-y way. Gotta be careful not to be hit by yourself. I'm surprised I didn't get spearheaded. Ha! I like puns. But yes, the swamp ruins we went to in the light world is now the swamp palace in the dark world. But as soon as we go in, we're gonna read this tile. Link gets his eyes to Osprilla, the Elder. Objects that exist simultaneously in both worlds with similar shapes. If the form of a thing changes, it will affect the shape of its twin in the other world. So that's a hint to what we must do. We can't really do much in the dark world status right now until we can do stuff with the floodgates. So let's go right outside and go to the light world. It would be weird if it was like slightly shifted over because of the location of the mud or whatever. I don't know, I'm trying to come up with weird reasonings for this stuff. But we're going to be repeating this. It's like required for the story, and you can still easily get a heart piece, but I got it as soon as I can so we can have the hearts as soon as possible. No, I don't want to go into my virtual console menu at women, so that I still have my half heart container that we are underway of making. But yes, it is down there. I could throw that fish into the water to get more rupees, but it's not too much of concern to me. No real fish in the water when you go into the dark world. Not even tiny catfish. Not even worth catching. I'm saying not even very much. Maybe that's this episode's phrase. But yeah, Dark Palace is the one we did last time. Swamp Palace is the one we're doing this time. Ha! You thought I was going to say that we're still doing the Dark Palace, or Palace of Darkness as it's called. But no, I switched it around to accommodate myself. Water Strider enemies can kinda cause trouble for you, and probably the most annoying things in this dungeon are these weird squishes of water that just go all over the place, and they're just overall annoying. Alrighty, gotta be careful going through the water, kinda slows me down. I wanna grab this key, obviously that locked door down there. But what I am going to utilize are my bombos, not my bombos ability, but my bombos bombs, because they're very bomb, yo. These slime enemies are appearing to make you think of chews, even though the buzzballs are kind of like chews. And these guys don't zap you all over the place. There's our dungeon map right there, or our dungeon seashell. Oh yeah, using my Pegasus shoes to dash right through. Alright, if you swing your sword, this bumper thing will fire at you, so it's best to throw skulls at Stalfos and take him down that way. But we're pretty much done with that. What we need to do is up there, we're going to eventually swing around over there. Gotta make sure my Elping hat isn't trying to fall off of me and make my headphones fall off of me as well. Kill you guys because you're both a major nuisance, or minor, however you feel. You may be some special Stalfos, but oh well. That mole right there of evil is going to stay alive, even though these guys are probably just temporarily brain dead. It's a very weird sweet spot you gotta hit that thing with, but you have to go at the very bottom, and it's going to open the floodgates. So it's gonna help us move along. There's something in this room. Might be another key, I don't really remember. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's just these couple rupees, and you can see what's up there. What are you trying to shoot at me, you Medusa? Don't do that. You don't even have snakes for hair. I don't even know if you're female. Don't even know if you have a gender or are a sentient being. I'm just talking everything down. Alright, we're pretty much in the central area here, as we can see by the big chest. These rat-like enemies are coming out of the holes. Gotta be careful of y'all being troublesome. Stop it. Not nice. Gotta be very careful. Try not to get too much damage taken on me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Be careful. Alright, there's only a few places you can go. I want to go down this way because it's eventually going to lead us to the compass, so this is entirely optional. You cannot push those blocks out of the way because the compass will actually appear where you would be able to actually push a block, actually. Actually, that's the way it is, actually. Okay, I'm tired of saying actually because I actually say that too much. In actuality, we just want to push this block out of the way, and then it's going to give us the compass. Yeah, pinpoint the lair of the dungeon's evil master. I like compasses. I only really feel compelled to get dungeon maps and compasses because I kind of see them as completion for the dungeon, because dungeons are pretty straightforward. You just go until you get the big key, then you get the item of the dungeon, and then you just shrek through with that. Kill you with skulls, so I don't have trouble killing you. This weird fire snake would make you think it's a Moldorm like in the original Zelda, but that's not how it is. This is a block puzzle that cannot happen whatsoever, so it's something outside of our realm of block pushing abilities. Go there, grab a skull key. Skull key, that's, I want to say that was in Mario Party, but no, those are skeleton keys. Now, skull keys are in something. What are they in? I don't know. I'm not gonna rack my brain about it right now. I'm just gonna use my key, go in this room. Let's see, I want to be careful fighting this berry. I'm just gonna do that to you, not really do too much. I want to go down to the little sweet spot, and it's very few frames. It's actually the right side they want to approach it from. Must be very skillful in my hitting of the switch and make you bounce around like that. You actually do want it to be like that so it's not too troublesome. You can't go down that way, you just have to wrap yourself around like this. There is reasoning for it. Alright. We have everything we need. Did I get the big key? I don't even know. I'm not paying much attention. Oh yeah, it's locked. Yes, what I did. I opened the floodgates. I was just too busy talking about how great I am at utilizing these blue and red switches. They're a major part of dungeons. I should quit my controller clacking. But yes, with the raised water level, you can go over. This is a lot like the water temple, as you can tell. It's not quite as tedious, it's rather straightforward. You just figure out the puzzles and you move with them. In practice, I had like full everything, and I should also mention that my bombs and arrows are at max as well, 50 and 70. So yeah, I spent all of my rupees as I can with that in the Pond of Happiness with Venus. Be careful, I don't want to waste too much time by things that don't do much for you. You guys are so annoying. And then what we can actually do right here is push the blocks out of the way like so. I don't think there's really much of anything of importance in there. I wouldn't say it's another small key, maybe it's just hearts or something. Maybe I will go off screen and grab it as long as I'm not really doing too much horrible backtracking, because backtracking is such a horrible thing. It gives you a minute to edit out things and catch your breath. Those things aren't really called fire bars, but they're called guru bars. So fancy. I want to fall down this right hole right here. Right, see? And then you're going to see that this is where the red blocks are, so that's your reasoning for having done the stuff. I'm going to edit out picking up all those skulls so I can get the big key and eventually go to the big chest. Big chest! I like a big chest. Pointy thing, boing, it's the hook shot. It extends and contracts, and boing, it expands as well. Expand hook shot, meow meow. It can grapple many things. I love the many things that you can grapple. I want to go over here because all the way over at the skull is a key we can grab. Okay, I was thinking I needed to hook shot over. I was like, no, I'm stuck, but I'm not actually stuck. I kind of feel like I have a burp coming on because I had a banana and chocolate milk. Chocolate milk's definitely a thing that makes a burp. I always wonder if I'm partially lactose intolerant because if I do drink, like, say, 3 glasses of milk, which is quite a bit, I do kind of get the rumbly tumblies of my tummy. Alright, this is interesting stuff we got coming up here. Am I going to switch this guy? No, it's just going to be floating up above. Don't want to go into that floor quite yet because it opens things on the side. I don't want to take the right path, or do I? Actually, I do because it's a way to save time. And I should mention that you can easily kill these guys with hook shot. I just want to knock them out of the way so they're not too much trouble for me. And then here we are. I'm going to go down and grab a heart. Only need 3 more to fill myself up to full. Bring the water down, open up the drain. I love draining things. I just love everything about this game, even if I haven't beaten it yet. I'm just still doing my formula of watch/read walkthroughs, practice on the GBA port, and then record on the SNES. And maybe I even practice a little bit on the SNES as well to like see if I can implement some somewhat speedrunning strats. I don't know. I'm just taking you guys down. There's no real complicated puzzle here. There is an entryway straight up, but you may be able to tell that it's kind of a dead end, not really much you can do with it. You can refill your stuff in here, not like I really need what it's given me, all these bombs and arrows. I could use hearts, especially if these guys were starting to do damage to me, but no, they're not. So what exactly do? We have to do over this way, hoo-hoo, because hidden waterfalls. I guess if you look at the map, it would show a way to connect it, and you had to figure it out on your own time. Maybe this would be where you consult a walkthrough. And a lot of people back in the day consulted their player's guides for the water temple in Ocarina of Time. Oh no, these slimes! I probably could have dashed through it while the barrier wasn't being too bad for me. Ooh, watch out for the water strider. I don't know your little Ficky Owl name. You guys are rather annoying, and this current is annoying as well. Jeez, I'm just doing this stuff to myself that ain't good. What's something I can do? I could use myself. I have used Quake. I want to use Bombos, because that's one I haven't shown, even though it shows them all whenever you pick them up anyway. But yes, boom boom. I'm not using all my magic. Oh, that's weird. It's like it killed them, but it took a second for them to drown, because they're water striders and have that cohesive property thing on their legs that makes them stride around. They have to like dip their head underwater to forcibly try to drown themselves. Oh yes, give me your hearts. This is a preparation room for the boss that is over that way. Hey, there we go. I could have used a heart instead of that magic jar, but oh well. I know you're going to cause me trouble, so I'm going to avoid as much trouble as possible. Yeah, this dungeon really isn't too bad once you figure out what you're doing. Probably the biggest annoyance would be hitting those red/blue switches, even though it was only one. But anyway, here is our boss, Argus. It's not spelled like A-R-G-U-S, it's A-R-R-G-H-U-S, because it makes you go ARG if you have trouble. Maybe it's a pirate because we're in a water-type dungeon. He's a water-type monster. What would you say he is? Maybe water-electric, because it's kind of like a jellyfish kind of thing, but not really doing too much. Maybe water-flying because all these things are going on, or maybe we'd have the levitate ability. It's making me think of Jellicent. Do those things even have the levitate ability? They're water ghost type. They usually have cursed body. Trying to come up with my reasonings. But yeah, you can use a variety of methods to take this guy out. The intended way would be to use your hookshot, hold the little puffs toward you, and then just slash him down individually until we can expose his face. You still have to take them all out before you can actually hit him. Or maybe it's a her. Could actually very well be a female. Never know, because this could be like mutated babies that is trying to birth. Or maybe it's like a super adult berry or something, because all the bosses are kind of related to the normal enemies you see in the dungeons. And then when it's not surrounded by puppy stuff anymore, you want to be careful where it's going. It's going to dash around the room. Not really too hard to take down right here. It's not a super hard boss. Did I even take any damage? I might have taken a hit at one point, unless the water strider enemy did things. But this wasn't really too bad. Didn't give me near as much trouble as Helmer Sword King did. And let's do our spin attack. Grab our crystal of very shininess. Link's not even holding it. It's like he's balancing it on the tip of his hat because of physics things. Link is a physics master, knows how to utilize fulcrums. Alright, here's our second maiden. Let's see what she has to say to us. Link, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. The Triforce will grant the wishes of whoever touches it as long as that person lives. That is why it was hidden in the Golden Land. Only a select few know of its location, but at some point that knowledge was lost. The person who rediscovered the Golden Land was Ganondorf the Evil Thief. Luckily, he couldn't figure out how to return to the Light World. Well, remember that you have magical powers, which only the hero can make the most of. There are some other magical warping points like the one you saw on Death Mountain. By using them, you can go between the two worlds and find the evils hidden in the Dark World. You are the only one who can destroy Ganondorf the Thief. No, Ganon, the evil king of darkness. Do you understand? Yes. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. All this Link Between Worlds stuff is trying to happen here in Link to the Past. foreshadowing things that would happen like 20 years later. It's cool enough, I guess. Of course, that wasn't really the intention. Dungeon number 3 is all the way over in the Skull Forest. Forest of Skulls, whatever it is. And basically the same location as where the Master Sword is in the Light World. And next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, we're going to be going there. It's going to be mostly just dungeons instead of collectathons. Until next time, don't toast yourself.